Dear guests and fellow Rotaractors, may I kindly request everyone to please take.
O God, our Almighty Father and Ruler of the universe, we thank Thee for the inspiration You have given us.
Rotaractors, invitees, it's my.
Well, good evening again. It's with deep heart of gratitude that I stand here to deliver my final address as the president of Rotaract Club of Mangalore City. And boy, it's been a great journey. It's been a great 1 year. And I have a lot of people to thank for it. So when I took up this role, I was already a couple of years into Rotaract. And I had held a couple of positions in Rotaract. So I knew that the responsibility would be an incredible one. I had huge shoes to fill, to be frank. We had dynamic leaders like Daryl, Ganesh, we had Avinash Kulal, we had Arjun Prakash, all of them recently who had finished their tenure, and I had huge shoes to fill. So I knew that it would be a very huge responsibility, and when I accepted this responsibility, I did come up with a small instance of how our past president Avinash Kulal managed to lure me into the club with one masala dosa. Okay, he said one evening when we were there, he said, "Let's go have a masala dosa." I came to Woodlands, and at the end of it, he said, "I request our new member, Rotaractor Bidappa, to please introduce himself." And that's how I got into the club. Okay, and I think he's used the same strategy for everyone after that. That's what he does. Okay, basically everybody is lured into the club with one masala dosa, and he's very good at it. Very, very smooth talker, very calm, and he gets people with one masala dosa. Okay, so that's how I got into the club. But I didn't anticipate as to how much this position would shape me. This past year has been a blend of challenges, growth, learning, and a lot of memories. Credit to the whole team I had. Very wonderful, very talented, dynamic team, which helped me live the spirit of Rotaract of fellowship through service, and the wholehearted credit to whatever we have achieved goes to our ever-energetic club chairman, Rotarian PDG MD Dr. Devdas Rai. He's been the backbone and pillar of support through and through, and has been encouraging and basically has given us a helping hand whenever we asked for it. Thank you so much, sir. From our first project, which was Kargil Divas on 26 July 2024, to our last, which was again Kargil Divas on 26 July 2025, each of our initiatives was a testament to the club's creativity and commitment to social causes. Be it our community outreach programs, professional development sessions, or plantation drives, every effort reflected our continued collective purpose of care, empathy, and integrity. I want to take this moment to thank each one of you from the board members of the Rotaract Club of Mangalore City to each and every Rotaractor for your hard work, support, ideas, and energy. It's the undying passion that powers this club and keeps it going despite odds. To our mentors, the Rotarians of Rotary Club of Mangalore Central, thank you so much for guiding us, believing in us, and cheering us on. I would like to place on record my gratitude to the past president, Rotarian Brian Pinto, who has in his own composed way, walk this journey along with me. This year has been a very momentous one. The reason being our own PDRR, Rotarian Rotaractor PHF Daryl Stephen D'Souza, has led by a dynamic chairman. Of course, leadership is not about doing everything. It's about building a team that can do everything. So I was blessed with just that. I had a very dynamic team. And our past presidents, especially our past ZRRs, Avinash Kulal and Arjun Prakash, they have a huge role in the success we have had as a club this year. Rotaractor Avinash Kulal was my go-to guy for any sort of advice. And he should, in my opinion, he should have helped me out throughout the way because he was the one who pulled me into the club. So it was his responsibility, and I believe that he was irritated at times, but it's fine. So much of irritation he can handle. He obviously teaches a lot of students, so this was a mature kind of an audience which you had. So yeah, thank you so much for for this partnership, and I believe that our partnership yielded good results, and that displays those awards and everything, awards in the district conferences, districts meet, and everything was a testament to our partnership. Thank you so much for that. To all the past presidents and ZRRs who helped me along the way. Along with them, a quiet and resilient guy who supported me throughout is our... Please go behind.
Conscientiously and sincerely, in accordance with the ideals and constitution of the Rotaract movement. May God be with me.
Good evening, everyone. It is with great deep gratitude and sense of responsibility that I stand before you today as I take on the role as the president of Rotaract Club of Mangalore City, the club that was chartered in the same year that I was born in, that is 1994. I would like to begin my acceptance speech by thanking God Almighty because He has been delivering me, I have been lucky enough that He has been delivering me with the right opportunities at the right juncture of my life. I wouldn't be on the stage here today if it wasn't for my father, because much like our outgoing president, I was also pushed into Rotaract, not with the interest of joining, but I'm glad. And also our club chairman, who welcomed us with open hearts. So me and my brother, we joined on the same day. And I'm glad that today he did force me, because today if I'm able to stand and address the gathering, it is only because of Rotaract. And also the friendship that we have made, it's going to last for lifetime, because every week, in case there is any festival, otherwise we meet every Tuesdays, but in case we don't meet on one Tuesday, it feels like we have not met for a long time. So it feels that sight of long missing. So it's a matter, it's a matter of pride that I am being installed by my father, who is who also happens to be the president of the parent club. Like not many would get such a momentous opportunity. And on a lighter note, there are few, like again on a lighter note, Ammerla Magerla Ottige, Dano setting month the Ottige Adyaksha Ayarto Jodu. So it is all sheer coincidence and not at all anything that was planned for. The stability of a building is completely dependent on its foundation and its pillar. For us, the foundation has been our Rotary Club of Mangalore Central, and the pillar, our club chairman, Rotarian, Dr. PDG MD, Dr. B. Devdas Ray, who has been the supporting pillar, without whom the building so-called as Rotaract Club of Mangalore City is not complete. So,
good evening, friends. President Akshay, Rotaractor Akshay Birai, Secretary Rotaractor Vivek Rao, IPP Rotaractor Biddappa, and Rotarian PDG and Chairman of Rotaract Club Dr. B. Devdas Ray, and Chaman, Rotaractor Chaman, ZRR, and all the Rotaractors and all the senior and all the members of Rotary Club, Mangalore Central and other Rotary clubs, and also ants and media persons who present, and other invitees. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the Rotaract team for a successful year. You all did a fantastic job. And a warm welcome to all the new members. How many members are there? I welcome you to all. Suppose 8 members or 3, anyhow. Friends, humans are social by nature and cannot live alone without interacting with the fellow beings. It's important to stay connected with family, friendship, nature, and art forms through different platforms. And Rotaract is the one such platform that helps build these connections. Joining Rotaract is the first step for the youth to be social and coordinate with the society with a mindset of team spirit and individual development. Basic goal of Rotaract is self-development through leadership, service, etc. I encourage all of you to get more involved in social activities. Being active is crucial. As the saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Staying engaged and contributing to society not only benefits others but also enriches for own life. I am proud to say that social movement came to me to join the Rotary movement. Rotaract, which influenced me to join at Puttur Rotaract Club. As the past Rotaractor, I know that Rotaract journey is not easy because as a youth of this age group, that is your age group, there are many dilemmas in life like education, professional, time management, passion, etc. And at this juncture, you have made up your mind to be Rotaractor is really appreciable. Swami Vivekananda said, I quote, "My faith is in the younger generation. The modern generation, they will work out the whole problems like lions." Today's installation ceremony of new office bearers of Rotaract Club of Mangalore, city, sorry. Firstly, it gives me pleasure, happy in 2 ways. One, the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central gets a backup team through Rotaract Club, and secondly, my son Akshay is getting installed as the incoming president. My speech is incomplete without recognizing the person who has been the backbone and boon to the club. His passion towards Rotaract and Rotary movement has been guiding light, inspiring countless young people. He has been guardian and the mentor of Rotaractors and support them in all means. He is none other than Rotarian PDG, major donor, Dr. B. Devdas Rai. I request all the gathering to give a big round of applause for his dedication and commitments towards Rotaract. Lastly, congratulations and all the new office bearers, Akshay, President Akshay, Secretary, and all the team, and appreciate the efforts of outgoing team under the leadership of Rotarian Bidappa. Rotaractor Bidappa, sorry. In future Rotaractor. future Rotaractor. With the permission of MC, I took one more, I will take 2 minutes. ನಾನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಲು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಗಾಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು. ಒಬ್ಬರು ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೆಯುವಾಗ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅವರು. ಆಗ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಒಂದು ಧೋತಿ ಉಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಗಡ್ಡ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದರು. ಆಗ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಯಸ್ಥರು, ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮಲಯಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವರು ಮಲಯಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ದೂಡಿದರು, ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಂತ. ಅವರು ಪಾಪ ಹೋಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕ ಹೋದರು. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು PD ಅವರ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವರ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಲಯಾಳ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅವರು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ PD ನನ್ನ ಭಾವ ರತ್ನಾಕರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ. ಅವರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅವರು ಏನೋ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಚಹಾ ಕಾಫಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕುಳಿತುಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವರು ಹೋದರು. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. 2 ದಿವಸ ಕಳೆದು ಇದೇ ಲೆಕ್ಚರನ್ನು, ಅವರು ಭಾರಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್, ಅವರು ನಾನು ಅವರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಭಾವನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕರೆದು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೀವು ಭಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಇಂಥ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇವರು. ಆಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಹುಡುಗರು ಕೇಳಿದರು, ಸರ್ ಅದು ಯಾರು, ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಜೋರು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಂತ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಅವರ ತಂದೆ. ಅವರು ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದರು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಂದು 5-6 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವೊಂದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಜಯ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದೆವು, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮಿಸಸ್. ಆಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಹೆಂಗಸು ಬಂದರು, ಒಂದು ಏಜ್ಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಸು ಬಂದರು. ಅವರು ಕೇಳಿದರು, ಸರ್, ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಯಿತು. ಸರ್ ಇವರು ಪೇಪರ್ ಡಿಪ್ಪುನತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಹೌದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಎನ್ನ ಮಗಿ ಬಣ್ಸಂಗದ ಗಣೇಶೋತ್ಸವಡು ಭಾರಿ ಬೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಪ ಸರ್, ಬರ್ಪುನ ಟೈಮೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯವರ ಕಾಲು ಇಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀವು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಇನ್ನು ಹಲವಾರು ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಓದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಮೇರಿಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲದಾಗ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ನರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನವರು. ಉಡುಪಿಯ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಈಸ್ ಎ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಟೀಚರ್, ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಯದವರು. ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆದರು ಮತ್ತು ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಗಳು ಅಮೇರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದರು, ಹೀಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತೀರಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವರು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನನಗೆ ಅವರು ಯಾರಂತಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಸರ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದದ್ದಿದು, ಉಡುಪಿಯವರು. ಇಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಘಟನೆಗಳಿದೆ. ನೀನು ಏನೇ ಆಗಿರು, ಮೊದಲು ಮಾನವನಾಗು. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಒಗ್ಗೂಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೃದಯ ವೈಶಾಲ್ಯತೆಯಿಂದ ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಬಾಳು. ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದರ್ಶ ಪ್ರಾಯರಾಗಿ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸಿ ಸಮಾಜದ ಕಟ್ಟಕಡೆಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಹಸ್ತವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವಂತಹ ಸುಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಆದರ್ಶ ಬದುಕು ನಿಮ್ಮದಾಗಲಿ. ಸಮಾಜವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸುವಂತಾಗಲಿ. ಭವ್ಯ ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳು ನೀವು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಳು ಸುಗಮವಾಗಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವು ಉಜ್ವಲವಾಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ಹಾರೈಸುತ್ತಾ ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, fellow Rotaractors, Rotarians and all the invitees present here. Good evening to one and all.
I now invite our respected club chairman, PDG MD Rotarian Dr. B. Devdas Rai to share his thoughts and bless the new team.
Of the Rotaract Club of Mangalore City for the year that was, Rotaractor Biddappa. President of the Rotaract Club of Mangalore City for the year that is, Rotaractor Akshay Rai. The installation officer, and the president of the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central, Rotaractor Bhaskar Rai Katta, the zonal Rotaract representative of Karavali Zone, Rotaractor Chaman, past President Chaman, the secretary of the Rotaract Club of Mangalore City for the year that is, Rotaractor Vivek Rao, distinguished Rotarians, a lot of them are there. I wouldn't like to miss I think they'll be acknowledged, distinguished Rotaractors, ladies and gentlemen. I was wondering what to speak today because I have already installed 17 clubs, 9 in RI District 3182, highest by for a PDG. And I have got still 2 more or 3 more. I have done on several topics. I have spoken about the Rotary's International President's message in the Rotary Club of Derlakatte, and then I spoke about the action plan of Rotary, so many things. So I thought, and I have spoken to Rotaract on several issues. Lot of newcomers are there. So I would request Brian to excuse me because he has heard this speech in whatever I am speaking in Pakshikere, and I think even Sai Baba Rao has heard. And this speech was repeated by the father of the church, St. Jude's Church, because he said such an excellent speech. What has Rotaract, what has Interact movement, Rotaract movement and Rotary movement done for me? Because ultimately it is what the movements have done for you. Other things are all, not that but important. Rotaract, you can speak about the ideals, you can. Of course, first I would like to thank Rotaractor Trisha for nicely introducing me. So it was in Manipal. For the first 7 classes, that is standard 1 to standard 7, I was an ordinary student. And also ran, you can call it as an also ran. Always there, front bencher, second bencher, and passing the exams and all those things, but not doing anything else. Whereas my elder brother, the late Dr. Ramdas Rai, was an exceptional student. He was an accomplished student, he was everything, sportsman and all those things. I was nothing, just also ran. Then one event changed my entire life. One day, I was sitting in 8th standard and we had the work experience. There is 2 things, either drawing, that is people go for that, and the work experience. Work experience is actually you are supposed to go and do some Samaja Seva, but we were just, it's a chat experience, 1 hour. So we were chatting, and I was in the last row chatting. Suddenly a teacher entered, a teacher called Dennis De Silva, maths teacher, one of the most accomplished teachers in Manipal. He came in and pulled me by the son and told, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Your brother is so talented and so, you are not doing anything. And he pulled me and took me by bus to Kamalabai High School, Kadiyadi. What was happening there? Taluk level elocution competition. And he told me, come, participate. And I spoke about the life and times of Mahatma Gandhi without preparing anything. I won the first prize. From then on, I never looked back. 8th standard, Interact Club. Joined the Interact Club of Manipal Junior College. Interact movement is the world's largest youth organization for youngsters between the ages of 12 to 18. Became the president of the Interact Club. Became the president of the Science Club. Became the assistant school people leader of the Manipal Junior College. Went on to MGM, won the election. There was an election for the class representative. 12 people were contesting. I was in the MJC with only 2 Christian high school, but I won the election by 76 out of 90. Became the class representative of MGM College. Then went on to KMC. In KMC, I entered the Rotaract movement. The Rotaract Club of Manipal, the 100th club in the world, the Centurion Club, very active. It was a bridge between KMC and MIT. I was the only one who could, of course, my father also is MIT, that was MEC, that I imagine. That may be another reason also, and I knew a lot of the bunts there, the gundas of MIT, but it was a Rotaract Club which was a bridge. I joined the Rotaract Club of Manipal in 1980, became the president in 1982. My secretary was Rotaractor Jacob Alexander from MIT. So all my KMC friends would tell how much guts you have meant to go to the MIT campus. So that's what the Rotaract movement did to me. I was a person who was not able to speak at all, was able to speak on any occasion because of the Rotaract exposure. Went on to become the ZRR of the Rotaract, would have been the DRR, but then I had finished my studies. And then later on, of course, in Belgaum, of course, the postgraduate, you cannot freak around with Rotaract and Rotary. After that came Mudubidri, where I entered the Rotary Club of Mudubidri, one of the most vibrant clubs of the district. Immediately editor, bulletin editor, started the bulletin and was about to take charge as the president of the Rotary Club of Mudabidri when I came over to Mangalore. There were 8 clubs which came after me. The Rotary Club of Mangalore, the Rotary Club of Mangalore Metro, the Rotary. But then I went around and saw the fellowship and decided to join the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central. Then on, it was a good journey. Went on to take many posts. Whatever post I have taken, I have done with the utmost dedication. Was elected as the governor unopposed. I think I was the only one till recent times even when I put in for the governor's application, that was the application, and there was a nominating committee. The nominating committee didn't want to meet because there's only one book. That was the thing. As a governor, I did excellent work, and so what I'm trying to say is, and also I would like to give some personal experience of what Rotary movement, from the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central, we got associated with the Karavali Utsav, Roto Consumex, one of the biggest exhibitions. Initially, it was just a small exhibition, handloom exhibition. Then the DC put it up in the papers. The DC then put it up in papers asking for some NGOs to participate. And one of our past presidents, now he is no longer a Rotarian, N.G. Mohan, went and talked to the DC, and we got associated with the Karavali Utsav. For 4 years, the Rotary Club of Mangalore worked like a volunteer and raised 18 lakhs and gave it to the district administration for construction of a science and space center at Pilikula. But what happened in the process? I think there, our SS Naik will agree. We didn't do the procedure correctly. Whenever you are doing an exhibition, you have to register. What we did, we had not registered properly, and then the income tax people came on us, sales tax didn't come because Dharmanda Nayak was in the committee. Income tax officials came on us at a very bad time, facing the income tax people for not my personal reason, for Rotary. But I was able to weather it, myself and Rotarian PL Upadhyaya. We weathered the storm, we went through the thing, challenged, put it in and then we won the thing in the appellate. That was because of the guts of facing different situations in Interact, Rotaract and Rotary. So here, the Rotaractors who are joining today, 12 of them are joining. And this experience you get in these organizations is nothing. It's nothing like the classroom. It's a real life experience. You go through, you do so many projects, you do so that is it. So this was what Rotary, Interact, Rotaract and Rotary made me. A complete person, and also I learnt to be a leader, a proper person, and then also a follower. So this is all I have to say, my personal story. Now I'd like to welcome all the Rotaractors who are coming in. Now I have another pleasant job to do. We have a pleasant job a little later. We are honoring the immediate past president. But the immediate past president, Rotaractor Biddappa, he had in the midst of his thing, he had a transfer. The St. Aloysius deemed to be university decided to retrench some staff members. Biddappa went to Bangalore. But Biddappa continued serving. That is one. Number 2 is Akshay Rai, who has already taken charge as the president. They did fantastic. In fact, this is the only Rotaract club in the entire district of 3181 which meets regularly every week. Even if 3 people are there, we meet. And I think another Rotaract is Puttur. There is no other. In fact, Rotaract clubs only have died because of the whatever bad things of the Rotary International of charging per capita. But that's a different issue. But this Rotaract has survived. It has survived from 1992. And it has gone up and it's produced 3 DRRs. One DRR, Daryl is there. Another DRR, Ganesh is there. One more DRR is, of course, Jayaprakash Rao, who is, of course, and also, of course, it has produced our Jackson Saldana. Of course, he was in the, anybody else I missed DRRs? Huh? JPS, come, sorry, JP, I missed you. Jayaprakash Rao, the first charter president of the club also is there. It has produced many ZRRs. It has organized 3 fantastic conferences. And of course, now, Rotarian Rotaractor Daryl, PHF Daryl Stephen De Sousa has taken the clubs to, or before that Ganesh was there as the vice president, but now Daryl has already in a grand function held in Mangalore, assumed office as the president of the Rotaract South Asia Office Multi-District Information Organization, an organization which is spread across 8 countries, 179 I think clubs are involved and so many So Daryl, you have really made us very proud. But the people who have really made us very much proud by bagging at least 5 awards in the district conference, good awards, and many awards are Biddappa and Akshay Rai. So I request everyone in the audience except Biddappa and Aksharay to stand up and give these people a standing ovation. Biddappa and Aksharay should sit. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Dr. B. Devdas Rai, for your insightful words. Your life itself is an inspiration to all of us. Your guidance and unwavering support inspire us to pursue.
President of the Rotaract Club of Mangalore City as the president. Yeah, so good to see and Father Duo, the dynamic duo right among us. Oftenly in Instagram. So, yeah. Well, any parties of Rotaract, please.
To recognize the presence of today's guest.
We have come to an end of the installation ceremony for the year 2025-26. But before ending a formal function for making today's show a grand success,